This is my Surron Light BX. And these are the stock wheels that came on the Surron Light BX, but with some beaten, upgraded Dunlop MX33 tyres. These wheels have done over 3,000 miles. They have been used and they have been abused. The tyres have little to no tread whatsoever. They have been ridden off-road and they have been ridden on-road, which is not good for off-road tyres. They are not made for road riding. These wheels have done hundreds of wheelies, hundreds of burnouts, loads of skids and drifts, and have never really been maintained very well. The rims are covered in scratches. The spokes have never been tightened in the near 2 years that I have owned my Surron, and the front tyre currently has a puncture. And not to mention, over the 3,000 miles these wheels have done, I have never changed the wheel bearings. So I would say it's definitely time to take some action about these wheels. And that is where these wheels come into the equation. These are fully custom wheels made by Milk Racing. I purchased these wheels in the 19/16 size option. That means the 19-inch wheel for the front and the 16-inch wheel for the rear. Milk Racing gives you loads of options to colour code your wheels to your Surron. But for me, I went for black rims, silver nipples, black spokes and black hubs. When ordering these wheels, you get the option to have tyres pre-fitted to the wheels. On the front, I've got an 80/119 tyre. That means it is thicker than the stock Surron front wheel, which is 70/119. For the rear, I went for the super wide off-road tyre. This is a 90/100 16-inch rear wheel tyre. So in today's video, we're going to be getting rid of the used and abused wheels and tyres that I've got fitted to the Surron already, and we're going to be putting on these Milk Racing wheels. As well as the wheels, I'm going to be fitting a brand new JXR sprocket to the bike. This is a 54 tooth sprocket. My current sprocket is a 56 tooth, so we're going down 2 teeth. As well as some JXR tension blocks. Both of these parts are in anodized orange. This is the JXR Pro sprocket. This sprocket is aluminium in the middle and steel on the outside, making for a stronger sprocket. It won't wear down anywhere near as quick as a full aluminium sprocket. Let's get into it. So we're going to start by replacing this punctured, knackered front wheel. Hopefully we don't run across any problems. Because the new tyre is actually thicker, there's only one way to find out. That's by getting on with it and trying it in and seeing if it fits. Let's do it. So that's now the brand new front wheel fitted on the bike, and annoyingly the wheel does rub ever so slightly, so I have a plan. So the master plan is we're going to get a Stanley knife and we're going to trim the knobbles on the sides of the tyre. I'm not going to bore you by making you watch me cut all of these knobbles, so I'm just going to do it and hopefully the wheel doesn't rub after.
A few moments later.
So after about half an hour of trimming, a load of spare rubber later, the front tyre does now not rub on the fork legs. It's not the prettiest looking thing. It is definitely time consuming, but at least now we know 80/119 wheels don't fit directly onto the fast ace forks. They are going to need some sort of trimming. Now we've got the front wheel all fitting and working, it's time to focus on the back wheel, and we've got quite a lot of work to do on that, so let's take a look. Now we got the rear wheel all kitted out with the JXR Pro sprocket, also sticking with the same brake rotors that I had on before. So the next job is now to get the JXR chain tension blocks on the bike. I'm excited to do this one because my chain tension bolts have been rounded for some time, so we're going to throw these on the bike. So that is finally the Milk Racing 1916 wheels fitted to the Surron. This procedure has taken me a lot longer than expected because I had to trim the front tyre to make them fit in the Fast Ace forks. Also had to cut the chain to get it to fit with the new sprocket, but so far I really do think it was worth it. The JXR sprocket and the JXR chain tension blocks are looking insane. I guess all that's left to do is wait till tomorrow, wait till we can get out on the bike, go ride some off-road riding so we can feel the full potential of what these wheels have to offer. So let's fast forward to when we get out on the bike. So we finally made it out on the bike. It's not the day after, it's actually a couple of days later. But without further ado, let's finally get on the bike and get riding. I'm still spinning up already. I thought I'd have more grip. It's definitely going to be a dirty ride, but like I said, it'll be a great test for the tyres and the wheels. I mean, already look at it, it's sopping. So the first thing that we should probably talk about with the wheels is, let's get on with the price. How much is a set of these wheels going to set you back, specifically from Milk Racing? So I actually ordered these wheels in a sale. It was the Black Friday sale. I ordered these wheels in November, so I got 20% off. On the Milk Racing website, you've got loads of options, literally. Oh my gosh, this is going to be an interesting one. Straight through, look, no problem. When I ordered these wheels, it gives you loads of options of colour choices, different wheel size options. You've got loads of customizable options to make you get the wheel set that you really want. So like mentioned, there's different colours, different hub colours, different rim colours, different spoke colours. You even get different thicknesses of spokes, 2 different thicknesses of spokes, some being obviously a bit thicker and are meant to be stronger. Woo! I tell you what, they're handling everything beautifully at the minute. Oh, I'm loving it. Oh my god, this is going to be a very interesting one. The question is, do I do it? Go on then. Oh my god, oh my god. Well, this will be a good test to see how waterproof the Surron is. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, wow. Well, like I say, that'll be a good test to see how waterproof the new motor is and the controller. Let's hope we don't get any problems. But going back to the price, I paid, with the 20% discount, £480 for this whole wheel setup, for the entire wheel build, including tyres as well. I did only opt for the budget tyres. I didn't go for the expensive tyres because I had a feeling that they weren't going to fit on the bike straight away, and I thought if I'm going to have to make any modifications to the tyres like I had to in the video where I trimmed the front wheel, I didn't want to be doing it on expensive tyres. At least now I know for the future, when I order wheels, or when I order tyres I should say, what tyre size to go for. So when next time I order a front wheel, I probably will order the 70-119, the same size as the stock Surron. Woo! It is wet down here. Oh, I am absolutely caked already. But I guess one good thing is these wheels are holding up well already. After the wheels were delivered, I actually got an invoice from FedEx basically saying that I owed them £108 for added VAT. So once you factor in, whoa, once you factor in the £108 added on top, you're looking at something like £590, near enough £600 for what I paid for these wheels. Everything mentioned there is with that 20% discount. So without the discount for these wheels, I did go back onto Milk Racing and I put in the custom choices that I chose without the 20% discount, and the price actually came to something like more up in the ranges of about £600 just for the wheels, and then plus your VAT that was added on if you're getting them shipped to the UK like I did. You're looking at, again, another near £100, let's say, so we'll call it between 700 and 720 quid for the full set of these wheels. So next I want to talk about the quality of the wheels, especially compared to the stock Surron wheels. So when I received the wheels and I opened them up, you could instantly tell that they are a much better quality than the stock Surron wheels, rims, whatever you want to call them. You could tell the rims themselves had a hell of a lot more strength in them. You could just tell by looking at them, they are manufactured a lot better than those stock Surron wheels. And the one thing I noticed the most was actually the hubs. Something I've not really looked at too much on the Surron was the hubs on the old wheels. And I realised when I was taking them off and when I was fitting the Milk Racing wheels, they're actually really flimsy looking and quite small. And you can see why they probably wouldn't be the strongest. When you then compare them to the Milk Racing hubs, they look very similar, they're not too much different in design, but you can tell the Milk Racing wheels have got hella thicker hubs. They just look so much better quality. You can definitely tell they've been made a lot stronger than the stock hubs. Most noticeably, it's where the spokes go into the hubs that I realised that looked stronger and looked a lot more substantial compared to the stock wheels. So that is where the big difference was in the quality. Right, while we're on some bit smoother terrain and not as soggy and boggy, let's try some wheelies. Woo! Wow, okay, that does feel quite different, to be fair. It feels very different. You can definitely tell that the front of the bike is heavier as well. That's something I actually wanted to do when changing the wheels, was a weight difference, a weight comparison between the wheels, the stock wheels and tyres, and these wheels and tyres. But I'll be honest, I don't have proper scales. I wouldn't have had a way of properly telling what the weight differences was, so I decided not to do it. But let me tell you, these wheels and tyres are definitely noticeably heavier. When you're throwing that wheel up, I'm in full power mode at the minute. Definitely takes a bit more throttle to get it up in the air. Definitely noticeably heavier. Even just flying over these, I can feel the weight difference. Can definitely feel that weight difference. So let's talk about the controversial bit of this video and why I don't think I will ever order Milk Racing wheels ever again. Like mentioned, I ordered these on the week of Black Friday back in November, and the estimated delivery on the website, when I put in all of the options that I wanted for these wheels, they said 6 to 8 weeks. I know these things take time to build, and I know that they're custom wheels, so they've got to wait for parts to come in, but they didn't actually get delivered until early March. As much as I do like the wheels, this has put me off buying anything from Milk Racing again, just because of how long I had to wait. So that then might leave you with the question of, if I'm not going to buy Milk Racing wheels, then what options do I have? There's one brand that's sticking out to me at the minute to definitely be selling the best option for wheels, and that is WGT wheels. I think now we've got the negativity out of the way, let's get back on the bike, let's get back riding, let's go get dirty and have some fun. So with all that said and done, I am going to end this video here. If you have watched to the end, thank you very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you have liked watching this content, be sure to leave a thumbs up below and even comment on what you think of the bike. Peace.